This notebook saved my focus, and I think it can for you too. I went from someone with dyslexia, which is a learning difficulty. I found it hard to sit down and focus for even 30 minutes, to someone now at the University of Manchester doing my engineering degree, and I can focus for 4-hour blocks without getting distracted. And this has been an accumulation of 5 years of being intentional every single day with my day, planning my day, where my time goes, where my goals are, what my goals are, and the most important thing is focusing my mind on one thing at once. When I was 15, at this period of time, I hadn't even read a book. And one of the very first books I read was on Audible, was Cal Newport's book, Deep Work. It really changed my life because around part of the book, he talks about time blocking, which is this method of planning your day, measuring where your time goes, and your task. And I just label the tasks on the right side of the page with like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the left side of the page I time block my time and I put those tasks into those blocks of time. The beautiful thing about this is that around this time I was heavily addicted to social media and heavily addicted to video games, and I was wasting my life away on things that weren't aligned to the person that I wanted to become. The beautiful thing about paper is that paper is more patient than people. When I wrote down exactly what I was doing minute by minute, I could see where I was wasting my time. I could see my addictions, my addictive personality, and I still have a massive addictive personality. And I started it. I started time blocking. I started using a journal. I started writing down what I wanted to become, the person I wanted to become. I wanted to learn how to focus. I liked maths around that time. I wanted to do something to do with maths, and I focused every single day on the day. I was comparing myself to myself, not to who someone else is today. And around this time as well, I deleted social media so I could focus better, because I found that the fear of missing out of my true potential was greater than the fear of missing out of what everyone else is doing. This ability to see my day, reflect on it, build upon it, helped me build my focus, my direction, my mission, because it allowed me to have time to focus on developing a skill. And that skill for me was studying. It was sitting down and learning how to learn deeply, and got me into university. I do this still every day, and this method of time blocking my day, reflecting on what I did yesterday, has helped me so much. So the way I do this is that every night before I go to bed, I open a new page on my notebook and I compare that page, this new page, with my day before. So this is my day today. And I see the things that went well, the things that didn't go well. If I'm feeling particularly good, I'll ask myself why. What are the actions that I took in those days that made me feel good? What made me not feel good? Basically just reviewing my day and seeing how I can do better tomorrow and build on my standards towards my goal. I change the time block throughout the day. This is an important thing, that when I'm off task or off schedule, I'll open this book up and I'll make a new intention for the day, a new plan, a new direction. And it's good to do that because sometimes I'm doing like work on my individual project at the moment where I'm learning about reinforcement learning for machine learning. And sometimes I get like really deep into it and I want to go for like 3, 4, 5 hours on it instead of like 2 hours that I planned. The bigger purpose of the plan of the day is a bigger meaning towards a goal. So at the back of the book, I normally write a couple goals, 3 goals that I'm really, really focused on. 1 for my mind, 1 for my body, and 1 for my heart. But I'm really focusing on my calisthenics and trying to get stronger with that because I've just done my half marathon and I want to focus more on strength now. So my main body goal is to increase my pull-ups by 5, push-ups by 10 per week, my high frequency training, and trying to get more strong. Then with my mind, is to study for long periods every day and like read a book and having like specific goals that are very specific and they're focused. And with my heart, it's spending time with my friends and being fully present for my girlfriend and my family. And like, for me, those are things that really mean a lot to me. And when I don't remind myself of it, I can become really directionless and I don't know where I want to go. And I don't really know what the purpose or the meaning of it all is. And this notebook, before I go to bed, when I remember to do it, when I take the effort, even when I don't want to do it, I'm like, oh God, I just want to go to bed now. I don't want to do this. It really helps me have an intention, be purposeful, have a direction, have a mission. Another thing that I think is really useful as well is it helps me switch my brain off before I go to bed, and it helps me get excited for the next day. So when I wake up the next day, I know what my mission is, I know what my plan is, and I just get on with it, and I play it like it's just Sims, and I just get on with the day. Before I go to bed, that's the reflection part, and in the morning, it's just action. Get up, run, work. Then in the evening, I can reflect if I did my job, if I actually did my job. But the thing I have to constantly remind myself is you need to do it when you feel good, because then you can see what the things you were doing that made you feel that way and enjoy the things that are good in the moment and really go to bed feeling grateful and like thinking, wow, that was an amazing day. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and do it all again. But also, if I was going to die today, that would be a good day. And I'm proud of it. And there's nothing more I'd want right now. Something else I try and do just before I shut my book is I try and think about my day. And I try and think about the virtues I'm trying to get with that day. And that gives me a lot more purpose than just saying, oh, I did these things. No, I'm doing these things to develop hard work, to develop discipline, to develop humility and honesty, to develop service and love and compassion and empathy. And I can see when I've not done those virtues, and I can reflect and I can just be in my head saying, okay, I can see in that period of the day, I wasn't fully present. I wasn't hardworking enough. I just sat around and I did nothing for a period of time on watching YouTube. And a good thing about it is that you can see the patterns that you repeat. A notebook is just an object. How you use the notebook is the most important thing, because it allows me to have it open all the time, remind myself of what my intention is, what my goals are, what my direction is. And when I see this in front of me and I see my direction, I see my plan, I don't let things like social media, people distract me from my direction, from my mission. I'm in control. Unfortunately, if you can't control your day, your time, your plan, someone else will make a plan for you. I've just finished planning my day for tomorrow, and if it helps you and if you have any questions, please drop a comment below and like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Peace.